What's going on, everybody? It's your girl, Lo, Take Action Lo, and I'm so excited, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Take Action with Lo Show. I have a super special guest. Not only is she a guest, but she is family, and we just realized this earlier part of this year when I was able to speak at her New Year's Vision Board Party, which was just a fantastic event, and I'm so grateful that I was able to be a part of that. And that's how we learned that we were family. So, not only is this just another interview, this is an interview with family. And she's doing some incredible things in business. Her name is Mrs. Nikki Watson. Nikki, thank you so much for joining. And absolutely. And I've been following you for a while. We've been following each other, and we're both here in the Dallas-Fort Worth market. And just little did we know that we come. My people is your people. And right. It's just incredible, because you have such a wonderful personality and spirit, and it shines through social media with a lot of things that you share. And I'm just excited. So share with us a little bit about yourself and your entrepreneurial journey and how you got into interior design, because you are the founder of the Design Squad. So, and you guys are doing some big things. So I'll go ahead and open it up and let you kind of share.
Okay. Well, I think this is something that came natural to me. I think that I tell people all the time, design is a very natural thing. Either you have it or you don't. It really can't be taught. So I used to do stuff for family and friends that say, hey, come over and do my living room or do my bathroom. And I would do that stuff for people and just really didn't know it was a business. So I was just doing it on the side and kind of hanging out in their houses for hours and days and just, really enjoying company of people. So I wasn't really thinking about it as a business. I really didn't get into it as a business till later on, a couple years later. So I just did it all the time for everybody. So that's really how I started getting into it.
So what transition, at what point will you say, okay, this is cool to do this for family and friends, but I think I want to turn this into a business. Can you talk about that time in your life and that process?
Yes. So what happened is a very interesting story. I got fired from my job. So I used to work for a flooring company, and after I worked there for 2 years, and I was the marketing rep, and I was actually going to be on a show. It was about home staging. And the show, the person that I was going to be on the show with was a major stager here in Dallas. And I mean, he was huge. And I was like, this is crazy. He's making money doing something that he loves to do. And I thought it was just so amazing. So at the time, the show was called The Equity Enhancer. And I would come in, and my little part on the show was very small. I would come in with my floor samples and say a corny joke or two and, measure the floors. And it was corny. But I was so amazed at what he did. That was my focus. I was like, this is so cool. Well, the company ended up, it was a discrepancy with an invoice with him and the company I work for, and they believed him instead of me, and they fired me. Well, he comes back about a month later and says, it was all a mistake. I was in financial trouble. I didn't know that she was going to lose her job over this. I apologize. This was my fault. This was on me. I lied. So now I'm out of a job. They did not hire me back. And I thought, okay, now what? What am I going to do now? So that really changed the outlook of my life. Right then, I needed to do something different. And this is something I wanted to do anyway. So I was like, well, I'll be a home stager. And that's really how my business started.
That is incredible. And it's what you just shared there is powerful for people that's listening. So you could have looked at that as a slap in the face, as, it could have brought you down. It could have put you in a mindset of, I'm just going to go like a wounded dog and climb under a rock and maybe settled and found another job. You see what I'm saying? But you took that And you have just 180, that particular situation into this incredible opportunity. And I mean, you're on HGTV, right? You got some things that's coming up. Talk about that.
So years later, so about 7 years later, I was still, after 2 years of being on my own and out of work, the company actually hired me back again. So I went back to the company, and I'm still doing staging as a hobby. For me, it's a hobby. I'm doing it, I'm building up my business. I dealt with a lot of investors. Investors were my main customers because of the way that I set up my business. So they kept me going. So I would get word of mouth, and it would grow and grow and grow. And my customer base just really boomed probably about 4 years into doing the staging. And I'm still at this job, and I want to do this I want to do this as a full-time thing, but I like my paycheck. I still want to work. Every week I need to have that paycheck.
You got to have a check.
So, and like everybody, you're scared to. If you have a full-time job and you want to do something else, it's the fear of losing this security, because this every week or every 2 week or every month paycheck is your security. You are dependent on this, but it's really holding you back from being what you really want to be or what you could be, because you're working for somebody else. So I had a lot of fear when it came to my job and trying to move on and do this full time. So I basically just wrote it out. I was like, okay, I'm just going to build this business. It's going to grow. I'm going to hire some people to help me do the things that I can't, that are slipping through the cracks while I have this full-time job. And that's really when my business grew, is when I stepped back and got out of my own way and hired somebody for help. And then I let the job go, and then everything else just fell into place. So we are now about to be on a show this fall on HGTV. And it is about the staging industry, and it is so exciting, and I couldn't have imagined that this would be happening out of this. Out of losing a job twice. Actually.
Well, that's how, twice. Well, that's how, no, you good. That's how, man, that's how God works. That's how things work. When you work hard, when you sow your seeds, when you go through those hard times, it's all of it is necessary. All of it is a part of the journey. But one of the most important things that you said in that, especially after you said you got fired twice, is that you did not quit. And that is like 95% of success with anything is not quitting, not giving up. And some other things that you said in there, when you were talking about having, a full-time job and working, because I have a really good friend of mine that I've known for years. She's like a sister, over 30 years. And I know in interior designing is what she wants to do. And I know she works in corporate America, and I think by you just tackling that, not only with her, and I hope she'll listen, and there's just other people. I know you have people all the time that say that too. Nikki, how are you doing all this? How did you go from working for a company or being fired to where you are now? I know you get those questions, so I'm glad that you shared that. Now, also I want you to share what has kept you motivated. What gets you up every day to continue to put one foot in front of the other, especially when you got fired and it was even more difficult?
Oh yeah. So for me, the motivation is, just building relationships. I've built some great relationships in this industry, and just knowing that people are looking for me to help them with problems. If I have solutions to their problems, and I just want to make sure that I'm in the right place at the right time when people need help. So I do a lot of volunteer work, and that really changed the way that I looked at things too. If people are in situations where they can't provide for themselves, or they don't have second chances, or they can't have, the things that everybody else takes for granted. I have those things, so I have to make sure that I'm taking care of, the things that I'm afforded. So if I'm running a business, I need to be in this business every day. I can't just lay in the bed and be like, oh, they got it, which they do, but I still need to do my part. So I try to make sure that I'm, doing the right thing every day and keeping everybody else motivated too.
Absolutely. And another key thing you said in there that I want to point out, you said volunteer. So you give.
Oh,
you have to give. And giving, networking, and I know you do all this. Those are these secret components. Well, they really ain't secret. It's just what a majority of people don't want to do. And I had to learn that. 12 years I've been in business. Once I've started increasing networking and giving back, and it's not necessarily just, money, but giving back your time, your expertise, even right here, this interview, by you taking the time to give and to share, and for me to put it out there, to all of my followers and everybody else that's on the internet, hopefully it will impart something within that person and motivate them to want to take action, right? And believe that they can accomplish, whatever they want, out of their business. So giving, absolutely. That's
awesome. A big thing for me. I have 3 daughters, and my youngest daughter had set of twins first, so they went off to college, empty nest. You hear about that. And then my youngest daughter, I was going through a program called Leadership with the Realtor Association, and it was all about getting involved in your city, and they was introducing us to stuff that I had no clue. I lived in this city. I grew up in Pleasant Grove, so I lived in Dallas all my life. And there are some organizations that had been out here for years, and I had never even heard of it. And I felt so out of touch with the city and the problems that people have here. So I really dug in deep at that time, because she was a senior getting ready to go to school, and all moms feel this, oh my God, my baby's leaving, what am I going to do with my time?
Yes.
So that's what I really filled my time up with, is going to research what these organizations are and how I can help. Even if I go and just read a book to a kid that mom is going on a job interview, that is important. But people don't think about those kind of things when they're thinking about growing their business. These people, that organizations have leaders and CEOs and other people that volunteer, and they can see in your business too. It's not all about going to meetings where everybody are in the same industry as you. It's not all about that. It's about building relationships outside of your industry, and that's really where I think that my business has thrived and grown.
Awesome, that's great. Again, thanks for sharing that. Now, another question: do you have a mentor? Do you have a mentor that you connected with throughout this journey, or
I've had one particular lady. She's an interior designer, and she used to be a home stager, and we did the same thing. And she actually would come and help me, like with processes and paperwork. And she would just come and volunteer. Hey, I can come by there today, and would actually come and volunteer her time and train basically her competition. I'm her competition. We're going after the same people, but she had no problem doing it. And it was the most eye-opening thing to me that somebody, of course, she's the only one that would have done that, but it was just, she was giving that from her heart. So she's really, I call her name's Michelle Lynn, and I call her my mentor because she has taught me a lot. And even just watching her in her business and the things that she does, I kind of model myself after her because she gives great advice, and she's running an incredible business. So I really, owe a lot to her and her help.
That is fantastic. Wonderful. Yes. She sounds very special, no doubt. No doubt.
She's a great lady. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So what books or podcasts, what do you feed yourself as far as, just continued education, keep that mindset right in the place that it needs to be, especially for where you are?
So books, I have a couple. So The Secret, I know that a lot of people have read that. The Secret is in this movie too. Is a great book, and I think it lets you look at things from another aspect. Some people look at business just, they're looking at numbers and they're looking at the specific things. And if you're looking at it another way about, just kind of broadening your awareness of what all goes into business and what kind of energy you attract and those kind of things. That's one book that really kind of changed the way I thought about everything when it came to my business. Another book that I think that has influenced me a lot is The Purpose-Driven Life, and it is by Rick Warren. It's a Bible-based, book, but that is an eye-opener. That was an eye-opener for me. I think that book really changed my life. I had a great experience on day 7. I'll never forget. I had an experience on day 7 after I ended that chapter that about 15 years ago, and that just really changed my life. So I think that those 2 books are 2 books that influenced me. I really don't listen to podcasts. I would like to listen to more, but I really haven't gotten into that yet. But I think I will start.
Yeah, you're doing what you do, and it's working. Yeah. So, but a lot of people like to read. A lot of people like podcasts, audio, whatever. So whatever it is, and that's why I wanted to ask you. Yeah. One
thing that I do that I really think that has changed me is committee work. So joining committees. There are lots of organizations out around the city that you can volunteer your time. Committee work it shows you a lot about who you are as a professional. So if volunteering in any form is going to be, it's going to grow you as a person. But I think that serving on a committee and you have actual tasks to do, those are the things that grow you as a professional. That's what I really believe. I started out doing this probably about 10 years ago. I started as a parliamentarian on the Women's Council of Realtors. Didn't know nothing about what this job entailed, but I learned so much about who I was, and I grew as a person, speaking in front of people. It just overall gave me all of the I think the skills that I needed to move forward in my business. So committee work is huge.
That's awesome. And it also sounds like it gave you even more confidence as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Good stuff, girl. Another question for you. So, and I'll let this be the last question. So someone that's listening at this right now and is just excited, they're ready to take action after they get off this particular, interview, if they're listening or watching, and they want to do something, they're something that you set up, that has motivated them. What would you encourage them to do? They're new and they want to get started. What would you encourage them to do? Which direction?
Just do it. Like, do not wait, do not hesitate, do not think about it too hard. Just go. Whatever that first thing is to do that. Do not. And my sister and I have she's an entrepreneur as well. She has a chain of hair salons, and we came up with an idea on New Year's Day. And this is not related to either of our businesses, but we came up with the idea on New Year's Day to do a murder mystery, an urban murder mystery. It did not exist before. We really had this idea, and we were like, this would be amazing. But we set a goal for 6 weeks out. So Valentine's weekend, we're gonna produce this in 6 weeks, and this is gonna be amazing. We had never done this before. Hired a cast, got the venue, got catering. I mean, we made this a grand event. Got a comedian. In 6 weeks, we sold out 10 shows. The thing that I think made this a success is we didn't sleep on any of it. We came up with the idea on New Year's Day. The next day, we already had marketing material. We didn't have nothing. We didn't know who was going to act in this thing. We didn't know where it was going to be at, but we already had what we needed to get the word out. So if anybody has an idea, do not sit on it, because it's just going to be, you're going to look up and see somebody else doing it on social media and you're gonna be like, oh my God, that was my idea a year ago. Well, you could have did it because everybody's thinking of the next thing to do. If you have the next idea if you think you can bring something to an industry, just make it happen. Do not think about it.
I think that is fantastic, and I'm gonna end on that. That is great advice, and yeah, I've seen. I haven't had a chance to participate, but I do see where you guys have been marketing that, and I see you guys have just a ton of folks that are following and engaging. That is fantastic. It's so encouraging, and for people that want to get in touch with you, they want to reach out, maybe want to do business with you. How can they do that?
Well, we're on all the social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, all that. So we're on Facebook at The Design Quad and Instagram at The Design Quad. Our website, designquad.com. So everything is pretty branded, so they can find us there. I've got a great team of people that work for the company. We have 9 designers that only do design. So staging is our core business, but we also do design. We do flooring. So our business has kind of grown a little bit, but yeah, people can find us there.
That's fantastic. Well, Nikki, sis, family, I appreciate you. I really do. Continued success, and yeah, much love.